I don't know if you can tell, but from where that side-by-side is to where I'm at, that's probably a good 4 feet of difference. She's pretty cattywampus here, and I don't know if you've ever offloaded a dozer on a trailer. This isn't the good way to do it, unless you want a viral video, which I do want, but not at the cost of an upside-down dozer. So we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, with the excavator and the skid steer, and get me a little bit of a level ramp in here where I can cram that trailer off. Mike just called and said he just got done trucking. We're gonna try to sneak this dozer in. You can tell he just got done trucking because the truck still has air pressure in it. So it's been fairly recent since he's turned it off. He's said I might need these, so that's encouraging. Well, well, well. What have we here? Huh. This is part of the pre-trip. All right, let's make sure the other half's at least hanging on. Oh, sure. Some of this. Some of this. Some of this. Let's see. Well, looks good. Everything's locked. We'll give her a good tug test here. And we'll hit the road. By the way, Jeff, I think it was Jeff, I just met you. Stumbled all over my words. And I was kind of in a hurry. Come on, bud. You can ride along with me. Not in reality, in the video. In reality, you already drove out of the parking lot. So, okay. For the tug test, we'll just go for a gear. That can actuate the trailer brakes. We give it a little. That'll do her. Definitely want to make sure she's attached. All right, let's get some diesel and then we'll be on the road. Same directions we always get. It's in the bean field, so it was at one point. He said we should be able to see it. I missed a key detail. That key detail is you should be able to see it from the road, he says. Should. Okay, spy a dozer. I see it. Do you see it? I see it. He said it's got a good creek rock road all the way around the perimeter. That does in fact look like creek rock to me, plus it's just super dry. He says we can go all the way back to it and turn around. Look at that. Beautiful. My goodness. So we already checked fluids. Oil's good. Coolant is good. It exists anyway. Let's see if I can find a spot to get turned around. That's where the dozer started. I got something to pull me out if I get stuck, huh? So I'm not 100% sure what's happening, but my camera is glitching out right now for some reason, which it's never glitched out. It didn't get to start. She started fine. Master was turned off. It just wasn't in neutral when I was playing with it, but the start's fine. And I drove on the trailer. I don't know if that clip saved or not. Hopefully at least one of them did, because there was a gorgeous sunset. We've definitely increased the size of the operation just a little bit, renting the sheep's foot from Dirt Perfect. and the Cat D4G. I'm gonna steal just a couple more trees. Let me show you. I did get a couple inches of rain after I dropped that dozer off and between that time frame and now, but that's okay. It's not bad. It's not muddy by any means, and some moisture in the soil certainly isn't gonna hurt my feelings. And because I left the topsoil on, now when we peel the topsoil off, we should be pretty decent underneath. Somehow I missed this little maple last time. I don't know why I decided to got the daggone Arc de Triomphe underneath on the root system there. So that needs to come out, that black locust and a couple of those little scrubs. So I have a place to shove some of this topsoil. Figure this thing out. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm guessing if we beat on it enough, it'll do what we need to do. How you get out of this? So here's what we're looking like, pretty good. I went ahead and cut this bench in, and that's what we're gonna do all the way up. It's not the steepest of hills, but I don't want to just dump material and pack lifts in on that slope. We're gonna cut that bench in, roll whatever high spots we have into it, bench, pack, bench, pack, bench, pack, pack, bench. You get the idea. We'll start down here and exhaust all the dirt we have down here. And then once we run out, we'll head up to the top side where that road is and start trench pushing some stuff down. But let me get the roller real quick.
There's one that says diesel on it. What's happening there? Yeah, it'll work. I really gotta make sure this is latched good, otherwise it's, you know, the old ejecto-ceto thing. So expectedly, we're bouncing off just a ton of rocks. Check this out. This is a big old chunk of flint. Broke that off. We get a lot of that around here though. What has me super excited is this. I know that's weird, but it's a round rock. The round rocks down here are normally a glacial deposit of some sort. Typically, because it's been, you know, eroded and rounded. I don't know. Round rocks underground get me excited. So here we go. Most of these are like this type of rock. And then chunks of flint and some random chunks of limestone. Should just be stuff that's floating though.
She is shaping up. Fantastic. Check this out though. This is crazy. It's a little windy today. It's not too bad, but it's a little windy today. We're in Hoosier National Forest. No, not yet, we're not. Oh, dang. That might actually be his tree. See that? Where the top's missing? It's right there. That was up on that. This was on that. They decided they didn't want to be anymore. That's just balanced on that limb. It's not. That's great. Great. It's good. Perfect. That's what we want. That's what we want. We like that. Time for another round with the packer. There's an onion. Look at that. So after I get this round of rolling done, we're actually going to go up the hill and start trench pushing some stuff down from the top, so we can kind of get that process started. Curious how much dirt we're going to get out from up there. And then after that, we're probably going to have to go ahead and take that big maple down. We talked about trying to save it. I'll show you which one I'm talking about here in a second, but it's not in the best shape anyway, and it's definitely proving to be in the way. So you'll see it. We'll bring the dozer up. We're going to shove this topsoil up to the top, the high side, and then we're going to start cutting our way down through here. The goal, one, just a little bit more material for the level pad down there, and then two, a real nice smooth transition into that road for the drive entrance. That's a good place for you to be, little buddy. Oh, you're just a shell. You already had a bad day. I need to carry this pile of brush down to the brush pile real quick, and then we got to get a little awkward. So this little chunk of dirt between where we're pushing and where we come out, it's just a little awkward because it's so steep. I don't have enough power with that machine to push up, over, and through. We're gonna pull the topsoil out, and then we're just gonna do the shuttle where we just take the dirt from here and throw it in front of the dozer until we get enough of it, you know, the whole, you got it. We're good. Let's go. think that's enough. I think that's enough. We can start pushing through it a little bit with the dozer. We'll give her a shot for a little bit. I got a few more minutes left here. In case you're not picking it up, we've got this little trench established here. It gives us a wall on each side we can push more. And I just keep pushing the piles down between those trees. That's where the hill drops off. Then I can push 2 or 3 blade loads here, like this small load, stack it up, and I can push that the rest of the way down. You're not gonna believe this, but it's called trench pushing. It's a good way to move a lot of material. See if we can keep working our way through this clay a little bit more. Pick all these piles up, shove them the rest of the way down. See how the sides kind of help hold that in front of the blade for me. And then we just keep cleaning this bank and bringing everything to the center of the trench and then shoving it down. So just working our way all the way down from there. I'm not saying it's the best way to do it, but it's the best way I know how to do it with what we're running. So that's looking pretty good. That's the idea, is that you can come in See my trailer marks? Somebody scraped up the asphalt here. They must have done that while I was on the dozer. Oh, that mud on there, I don't know who did that. Anyway, the idea is you just shoop, right on in, loop around, and right on out. This next video, we'll be right back on this thing. Hopefully, oh gosh dang, I don't trip on things and hurt myself and not be able to finish it. Hopefully, hopefully the weather cooperates and we're able to get all the dirt work 100% finished. Then the next step will be stone and some culverts. But pretty good progress, pretty excited about it. Pretty big change. If it's your first Captain Kleeman video, welcome. And if you've been with us for a while, or even just 2 videos, or even just however many minutes it's been today, glad you're here, glad you're back. Hope you stick with the channel. That's weird. I wonder what that is. Probably I'll wash my hands now. You should probably wash your hands too. I don't know. All right, that's it. That's all I got. All Thursday. This should be Thursdays. We post 2 times a week, so I'll see you on Monday, I think.